Hello there, you lovely people. I hope that you're safe, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it may be, or night, I hope that you're well. If you're new to this channel, then my name is Jo, and to keep it simple, this channel is dedicated to supporting young people professionally by promoting good mental fitness. And in this week's video, I would like us to explore brain fog, that general, annoying, normal cognitive dysfunction at that time where it affects our brains, our bodies on so many different levels. For example, it affects our ability to concentrate, recall memory. It can actually cause mental fatigue, and it can lower our self-esteem and confidence. So in this video, I want us to explore what it is, some of the symptoms, and then, like always, the things that you can do to better help yourself. So with brain fog, I need us to kind of remember that our processing speed becomes a lot slower naturally. Now, imagine you are learning to drive a car and it's a foggy day. Now, you know that in foggy weather you're going to need to slow down when you're driving, and not only are you going to have to be careful and slow down with your driving, but obviously everybody else is, and they're great drivers, so they'll be doing exactly the same. So then traffic starts to build up, and what happens, just like that fog being, our thoughts, is that some days it is just going to be harder to process those thoughts. And on a normal fog-free day, you'll be able, with your mind and your thoughts, to zip in and out. It's fine. But when that fog is present, it can just really slow everything down and take time to process. And it's sometimes when we have that brain fog that we can just be put on the spot and have that inability to make decisions. So that's what it is. Now let's look at the next bit. So those brain foggy days can really affect us on many levels: physically, emotionally, behaviourally, mentally. And with that, on all those different levels, we have to bear in mind that each and every one of us are very, very different. Now, whilst it is natural to have that brain fog, I do want us to just kind of remind ourselves of the common symptoms. So with that, it can affect our emotions. Therefore, it can make us feel sad and lonely, and feel maybe this, feeling worthless or stupid with not being able to concentrate or think quickly. It might affect our ability to actually be fully present with our friends. It might make us feel kind of so low or so tired that we just want to sleep all the time. It also might affect our ability to study. And even if you're somebody that enjoys studying, because some people do, I'm one of them, I'd like, do I like it? Yeah, no, I like it. But it can really get in the way of being able to recall things, and it can just make it really hard, certainly if you're in class, trying to keep up. So even though we are so individual and so unique and different, it really can affect us in different ways. However, the one thing that we can all relate to is that it can really interfere with us living and having a good day. The thing is that we have to always look at what's causing the brain fog, what's causing you to detach or to have that scattered brain. I wonder, is it lack of sleep? Is it that having late nights, early starts? Is it just not being able to rest that's actually affecting you and you're not getting enough sleep? Is it dehydration, where actually you're just not getting enough of the fluids and the good fluid that you need? Is it poor diet, where actually you're eating too much sugar and you're not getting enough of a varied diet? Or the last one, and this is a biggie, stress. Stress, feeling anxious, feeling overwhelmed, and feeling as if you simply cannot keep up in life. They're all big ones, but that last one can really be overwhelming. And that, if you can recognise it, can really help you kind of sort something out, or sort little things out in your life, so you can really help prevent that feeling of brain fog. So let's look at things that you can do to help yourself. First of all, I'd like you to consider the importance of being organised. Now, our brain loves organised because it means that it's more in control of the things that it can be. instead of thinking the what ifs, or shall I do this or shall I not do that. So being organised kind of gives it less room for not being able to think clearly. And it's not only just being organised with life or with school, but also in your room, in your house. If you have a room that is yours, then just by you keeping it tidy will just allow you to have that certain element of control. And I know it sounds silly, but if you're waking up to a mess, that's just going to contribute towards you maybe feeling as if your brain's in a messy place as well. So yeah, get organised and tidy your room. I sound like such a mum, but yes, they're the first two. My third point is about get organised with your time. Sometimes we can procrastinate, we can waste time, we can go on social media for 5 minutes, I'll just check, and then we're on it for half an hour. So maybe just be wise with your time. I'm not saying not to go on social media, I'm just saying to kind of prioritise the things in your life, in your day, and also around that, schedule in maybe that time. Once you've got all those jobs done, all those tasks done, then I'll go on social media. So just organise your time, or at least look at your day and look at what you're doing within your day, so then you can just kind of reflect upon it. Another point is about exercise. Now, I don't always mean exercise in a sense of, doing MetaFit on YouTube. I'm talking about yoga, I'm talking about going for a walk, I'm talking about maybe doing some exercise. Joe Wicks is brilliant, he's the body coach. He's brilliant. Like, just follow somebody on YouTube, or work out with a friend. It's just having that ability to move, because when you're exercising, this can't necessarily be thinking about all your worries, because it's too busy in either finding out where you're going to turn next if you're going for a walk or for a run, or what the next move is if you're watching something on TV. So exercise, get moving, just in order to help your mind. Another one of my favourites is plan downtime, or at least make sure that you have downtime scheduled into your day. This needs to reset, this needs to rest, and it's only going to be able to do that if you grant it permission. Therefore, it's so important, and I know it's hard, but it's so important that you find things that you can do to bring you calm. Ideally without your phone, or if it is on your phone, then at least let it be like a really silly game that you don't need to necessarily think about. When we're having to connect with other people, we're still having to be present. When we get to play those silly games that are just good fun, so not necessarily on a gaming device, but just good fun games that make us laugh and things like that and aren't too serious, can again just allow this downtime, rest time. So yeah, try and schedule in some downtime. And my last one is about the importance of kindness. Not kindness to others, but kindness to yourself. It's about having that ability to give yourself that hug, to give yourself that love when you need it. It's about having that realisation that you matter, that you're worth it, and that even though this is really busy with brain fog or scatterbrain, that actually it's about you recognising that you're worth it and that you need to slow down and be kind to yourself. So there you have it. That's about the importance of you looking after yourself and protecting those days from them being foggy. I do just want you to bear in mind though that there are some, whilst we've got foggy brain, which is completely natural and normal for us sometimes, we do have those people that may have depression, they may have ME or migraines that can affect their ability to have that foggy brain to think clearly. So just bear that in mind. And if you're ever in doubt, then always see the doctor. Anyway, you take care, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye everybody.